He also gave me an artist name because I used to go by Kev Dollars before.
Gotcha.
And it was something I was rapping about, and he was like, "Nah, stop. Your new name is Kev the Pope." I'm like, huh?
Welcome back to 808s and Cold Takes. My name is Braden.
Los.
And I'm Johan.
And before we introduce our very special guest today, I'd just like to say to follow our Instagram for any updates or any shows that we're going to be at coming up soon. You'll get all the latest updates on there on our social media. Also, feel free to follow our Apple Podcast and Spotify for our audio podcasts. We have a catalog that goes back 3 years. Feel free to check that out if you have any free time, and also our YouTube channel. And now, to introduce our very special guest. This man is coming out of Brownsville, Brooklyn, dropping gems since 2015. At the time of this recording, he has 2 albums, 24 singles, and an EP. It's the one and only Kev the Pope.
What's good?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Can't complain.
Oh yeah, we appreciate you being here, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Just to start off with the questions, how was it growing up in Brownsville, and what was your experience like in the music scene there?
Growing up in Brownsville, in my household, it was real good, but on the streets, it was pretty tough. I grew up in a good household, 2-parent household, Caribbean background.
Oh, cool.
I went to school, played football, was good at academics. I was in a choir also, like a glee club.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
For a little bit. I feel like that's where my music kind of came from. Then my parents did rosters, so I got influenced by like a lot of like reggae, culture music, hip hop and R&B, jazz
awesome.
at a young age and stuff like that. So but on the outside, like in the streets and stuff, it was pretty rough. Everybody was like, I wouldn't say the most fortunate. They didn't have the most, so it was like everybody was like a crab in a barrel, like such and such kind of thing. A lot of violence, but once you got a good mentor and everything like that, and you discipline, you could, maneuver around a lot of them stuff. But it was pretty cool. The music scene, I got my artist name from my mentor who passed away. This is 2025, 10 years ago. Sean Price.
Yeah, rest in peace.
I just been carrying the name and everything since then. Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Who are some of your favorite artists to listen to in and out of rap?
But currently or
yeah.
What would you say? Currently right now?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say I listen to too much of the artists that's coming out now, but I do listen to a lot of like artists that came out, I would say maybe within like the past 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
So it would have to be like Mac Miller,
Okay.
Young Dolph.
Yo.
It's an artist. Yeah,
another
rest in peace, Dolph.
to both of them actually.
It's an artist that's coming out of Brooklyn right now. She's pretty popular. Her dad is Most Def. Layla.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, she's sick. We just saw her in California last year.
Yeah, she's fire. She's super fire. Who else? I listen to a lot of like original Atlanta trap artists like Johnny Cinco.
Okay.
You may get like a Pee Wee Longway. I don't know if you know that Pee Wee Longway. I do listen to Larry June.
Nice.
Currency. Currency is like one of my top 5 artists. And when it comes to like consistency and stuff like that, like he's
he has dude, he does drop a lot of music.
Yeah, catalog is crazy. Even back when he was down with Young Money, in the early 2000s and
You
stuff
like
that.
Smoke DZA?
Hell yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
Smoke DZA from New York. You know
Oh,
what I'm
really?
saying? Why not? Hell yeah, of course I
thought
love
he's from
Smoke
California.
DZA.
Damn, okay.
Nah, Smoke DZA from I think he's from Harlem.
Oh, hell yeah.
Who else? Lupe Fiasco.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
shit.
Lupe Fiasco
He's
is
in my
in my
top
top 5.
That's dope.
Who else I listen to? Kendrick. You can't forget Kendrick. I listen to a lot of Kendrick. Even like going back to his early stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I try to keep it limited though. Because a lot of music that's coming out now, I feel like it don't really got no substance. Yeah. No replay value like that. So I just stick to and like old school R&B. I love a lot of like Aaliyah, Sade.
You fuck with
Georgia
Max
Smith,
too. Yeah, Max
stuff
that's
that.
all of his.
Yeah.
Each of us have a row of the vinyls up here, and like Max's row. Well, actually, he doesn't have any much. He has Stevie Wonder up there, but Max is a huge Aaliyah fan, huge R&B fan.
Facts.
But that's fucking cool, man.
To actually go off that a little, has your music taste change throughout like the years when you were like younger compared
Of
to
course. Yeah. Yeah.
now? How would you say it differentiates?
It changes. Mm, I don't know. I feel like I'm more now. I listen to more smooth, laid back music that actually has some substance and content that I could like learn from,
Yeah.
and that could influence me in a good way. Because I feel like a lot of music that's being pushed out now is just straight negative. You know, there's no balance.
Mhm.
Like if there was some type of balance, it would be much better.
Yeah.
You know, but now you got like when it comes to like male rap, because now it's females is coming in the game too more than ever.
Yeah.
So now you got male rap. Is either you pushing pills and drugs. I mean drugs and violence, or with the women you got straight shake your ass music and prostitution music. You know what I'm saying? There's no balance. There's no, oh, I love my man, I want to, such and such, or I love God or such and such. It's just straight shake that ass and pop that pussy or whatever, such and such. And with guys, it's like, yo, I've been trapping since da da da, or I could shoot you up. There's no, I love my girl or such and such, or like, I gave back to my hood or such and such. There's no balance. It's just straight one thing and that's it, And that's why I feel like my music taste kind of changed. So I'm trying to like have some balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, when did you actually move to Arizona?
January 1st, 2025. So it's been like
Oh, damn. Okay,
yeah,
so
it's
this
like
is your
3 months
okay.
now.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
How's it been like?
I would say it's a big change because it's much slower than New York.
Yeah.
Much slower.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about very slow.
Are you in Phoenix?
I'm in Tempe.
Oh, in Tempe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tempe.
So and New York is like pretty much a city that don't sleep.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they call it that for a reason because clubs out here close what 2:00.
Yeah.
Clubs
Yeah.
out there close what 5:00.
Damn.
And when they close, they only closing for like 30, 45 minutes to switch over to like the morning shift. If they selling breakfast or it's a brunch spot, whatever. Like
Damn.
trains is 24 hours. Buses is 24 hours. You can catch a cab anywhere, anytime, 24 hours.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Delis is open 24 hours. Liquor stores 24 hours. It's always moving. You could find liquor, weed, prostitute, anything going on within 24 hours. Nothing closes.
You can find some food too.
Yeah. And you got like different variety of food. You got Caribbean food, you got Hispanic food, you got Mexican food, Italian food.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You find so much.
You're actually you're the second person from New York that
Word.
we've talked to. Well, he's not from New York, but he lives there now, and he was talking about how like he never like in Arizona, there's a lot of like Mexican restaurants,
Yeah.
and then he was saying like in New York, he's noticed a lot more like Puerto Rican specific restaurants.
for sure.
I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that. Just
Yeah.
like how the different demographics and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then you got so many cultures out there. Like
Yeah.
you got Albanians, you got Hispanics, you got Polish, you got just different cultures and out there. You know what I'm saying? It's diverse like crazy.
That's really cool.
But
Speaking on top of that, do you plan on living here permanently, or is this kind of more just like you're hanging on to the spot for a little bit?
I don't know, cause I travel a lot and I don't like to get too comfortable.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's so much to see in the world. Like I've been all over the place. I lived in like multiple countries already.
Oh, yeah.
But my end goal, like I always said, like I wanted to live in South Africa.
Oh, okay.
It's super dope out there. I've been out there. Was it 2025 and 2023 for like 2 months, and it was just the best experience I ever had. Like,
Damn.
it was dope.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But when it comes to like living in Arizona, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Well,
Only
fair
God
enough.
could tell. You know what I'm saying?
You like it so far though?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The traffic sucks. Like as far as the driving and
Yeah.
stuff, it sucks. But the people are pretty cool. I met a beautiful young lady. You know what I'm saying? She's been keeping me grounded and stuff. So you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of the traffic, so like a lot of people that I've met from New York, like they didn't start driving until they were like, in their 20s and stuff like that. Just 'cause,
really?
like, you didn't have to, but like, is that like a big thing, like still over there, or is it kind of more? Just,
Yeah,
like,
because everything is so convenient. It's like
Yeah.
everything is so close, and
Mhm.
then there's like you got trains and buses that's running 24 hours. So instead of spending money to buy a car where you ain't gonna have nowhere to park,
yeah,
you could just jump on the train for a quick 290 or jump on the bus for 290. You could get across the city within
I can't even. I
couple of minutes.
cannot imagine driving like downtown.
Yeah, I mean, it's the noisiest thing ever. Like, it's
Yeah.
the most impatient thing ever. Like, it's so much cars, and because New York is like it got about what I would say like 8 to 9 million people. That's more than Arizona, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Arizona is a much bigger state. So just imagine a smaller state with so much people.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that's insane.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And everybody got cars. It's nowhere to park. So much congestion. That's why the city's putting out congestion tolls and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know?
For the next question, just to circle back really quick, with Sean Price, what was like meeting him and overall like starting to work with him?
It was dope. Like it was real dope. I feel if I didn't meet him, I think I would have been doing something different. Like totally different because I met him, I would say had to be my junior year of high school, but he always lived in my building. That's the funny thing. Like
Oh shit.
me and his son, his son Elijah Price, he's around my age now. When he was growing up, he had a basketball court across from my building, and we always used to like chill in the basketball court, and I never knew that was his dad until one day I was shooting a music video in front of my building, and he's like, "Yo, when you done with the video, let me see it." You know, I was like, "All right," you know, I didn't know who he was. I'm like, "All right, cool." So I had went inside like when I was shooting the video after I shoot the video, and I told my dad, "Yo, this guy from the building said he want to see my video," and he's like, "Who? Sean Price?" And I was like, "Oh, you know him?" He's like, "Yeah, he's a big rapper, such and such." So he's like, "You should check him out, you know, show him your stuff."
Mhm.
So a couple of days later, I went upstairs to his apartment. And he opened the door, you know, like, "Yo, come in, man. Let me see the video."
That's awesome.
And from there, we started chilling like every single day. To the point where he was just dropping so much gems about the music industry and stuff that
Yeah.
I like, you know, as time progressed, you know, I started to learn this stuff and see for myself. And he also gave me an artist name because I used to go by Kev Dollars before.
Gotcha.
And it was something I was rapping about. And he was like, "Nah, stop. Your new name is Kev the Pope." I'm like, "Huh?" He's like, "Yeah, your new name is Kev the Pope."
Threw it at you like
Yeah,
that.
because he was super random, but it
Yeah.
was so funny at the time. Like he used to just say random shit. Like it was one thing he used to say like taco waffle octopus. Like he just randomly used to just say it out. And I'm like, "What does that mean?" He's like, "I don't know, but it sounds good." You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, "All right, cool," you know. But it was dope, bro. He put me around a lot of good people. I met Young and May like before she blew up with the record Ooh. And he took me to Static Selectra, Lucky
fuck
Numbers,
yeah.
Lucky 7
Hell yeah.
album release party at Santos house party. I can remember like it was yesterday. I think it was like in 2015, a couple months before he passed. And he just put me on to so much people. Like as soon as he walked in the spot, he was like, "Yo, this is Kev." So just like just introducing me. And before he passed, we had a record I was working on that I was gonna throw him on. And he had a big thing of like, "Yo, I'm not going to the studio unless you take me to the studio. So you got to have him a ride and everything like that." So I was
Yeah.
like, "All right, cool. We got to set up. Let's go to the studio." And the day before he passed, we were supposed to hang out, but I had a friend that came from college, and he was like, "Yo, let's kick it," you know, because I'm going back to school in a couple of days. So I'm like, "All right, cool." Sean P, he never had a cell phone. He always had a house phone. For some reason, he just never like you know,
Yeah.
social media and certain things like that. So he was like, he had called me. He was like, "Yo, you coming to check me? I got some new wax or whatever, so we could burn and smoke." Because he was a big wax smoker, you know,
Mhm.
and hash and stuff like that. And so I was like, "Yo, my homeboy just came from college. I'm gonna check you tomorrow." So long story short, you know, I went to hang out with my homeboy, and that morning, now my brother-in-law texts me. He's like, "Yo, you know your boy gone, right?" I'm like,
Damn.
"Who's my boy? What you mean?" He's like, "Pete." I'm like, no way. I was just on the phone with him less than 24 hours. Like, what do you mean he's gone? I had called up his house, and his wife Bernadette had picked up the phone, and you know, you could hear the emotions and everything in her voice. And
Yeah.
I was like, you know, "Hello?" You know, she didn't even answer. Like she didn't really say anything. You know, she was just like stumbling and stuff. And then it showed up on the news. That was like full confirmation. I was like, "What?" Ran to my mom's building and stuff. You know, I was
Yeah.
like, it's crazy. But it was dope. It was real dope.
Sorry to hear that, man. That's definitely,
What?
it's like, you know, having like someone that, like you said, is a mentor figure, you know,
Yeah, facts.
definitely not easy.
And then somebody to like really put you on game about the music industry is very rare to find that nowadays. Well,
But much respect to him though for like taking you in, you know, like
facts.
that's awesome. Speaking of Sean Price, we got a little something here for you. It's a little gift here for you.
Oh, dope. I love gifts. Oh shit.
That, my friend,
Oh my god, bro. Oh, this is fire. This is fucking fire. Nah, this is fire. Where did you guys get this?
That actually I ordered online.
This is fire.
I don't remember if that was from Large Professor's website or if it was from Sean Price's website.
And he has on the Transformers hat. This is fire. The Optimus Prime. Oh, this is fire.
But
Nah, you guys are lit. What the fuck? No, this is dope. This is a collection piece right here.
hell yeah. For some reason I thought it was bigger, but I forgot that singles are like a little bit smaller. But
Nah, this is dope.
I love that cover art. That cover art is so sick.
And nah, this is dope. I appreciate you guys 100%. You see? I should have bought a gift, man. Damn, that's crazy. Nah,
Actually,
this is fire.
What's your favorite Sean Price album?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Because like, was it my first one was Monkey Bars. That's what got me into.
Oh, yeah, see, I was about to say that. It gotta be like Barbarian then, if not Monkey Bars.
You like Helter Skelter too?
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy, yo. I'm yeah, this is gonna make me emotional. This is dope. For real, because all right, so I just moved to Arizona like I would say 2 months and a half. This is gonna be the first thing that goes on my wall.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, so this is dope. This is fire. This is gonna start my collection. You guys are dope. Appreciate
Got you,
that.
man.
Thanks.
Word.
So, who handles your production, recording, mixing, and mastering?
I got a whole team for that. Like it took a little while to develop that, you know, but I got a whole team for that. So pretty much shout out to my 2 producers, King Danny, he's based in Pretoria, South Africa.
Oh damn.
He found me through it's so crazy because I haven't posted a record in SoundCloud in maybe like 4 or 5 years.
Oh shit.
But he found me on SoundCloud from a record I had called what was the name of the record? Hustlin'. It's featuring Troy Ave. I don't know if you guys know
Oh,
Troy
cool.
Ave. Yeah, he found me from that record and he reached out to me on Instagram. He was like, yo, I'm an upcoming producer from South Africa, can I send you a beat pack? And he sent me a beat pack and instantly, as soon as I turned on, like within the first 30 seconds, I could tell if I'm gonna use the beat or not.
Yeah.
So he had sent me like a pack for like 5 songs, and I was just getting ready to finish up my last project, Life is Good Too. And I was like, yo, let me send this to my boy Spence. Shout out to Spence. And see what he could come up with. So I sent him all of the same beats, and he sent me back like 4 records. All of them done, you know, hooks and everything. I was like, all right, yo, you might make the project, you know? And shout out to my other producer, Malone Joe. When I met him, he was about like 14 years old.
Oh shit.
He had hit me up through Instagram. He's from Czech Republic.
Damn.
Yeah, so I use a lot of international producers and
Yeah,
especially
international.
young ones too, because they're real dope. You know,
That's
I love
awesome.
like young creative
Yeah.
people.
On the subject of making music, how do you approach singing? When I was listening to a lot of your stuff, I noticed you sing a lot. And for a lot of your hooks, or
Yeah.
it could be in your verse and stuff like that. Is that something you knew you wanted to put into your music, like from the jump, or is it something you kind of?
Nah, you know what it was? Like, I always could sing.
Yeah.
You know, because I told you I was in the choir. I was in Glee Club and stuff like that, so I always could sing. But I kind of lost it once my voice got deep and I started smoking. It got like a little raspy and stuff. So, but it was my homeboy. Shout out to Crown. He's also a producer, so he's gonna laugh when he sees it. But shout out to Crown, my homie Greg. I was putting out a lot of like, you know, certain kind of music like hardcore street music or whatever, you know, because that's what was out at the time.
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, bro, you can't follow what was going on. You got to go your own route. So I had played him this record called Heart Froze, which is one of my biggest records now. And he was like, this is you? And I was like, yeah. He was like, nah, this is what you need to put out. Like, put out more shit like this. You know, this is more melodic. You really going in. This is for the girls, da-da-da.
Okay.
And one thing Sean P always told me, he was like, when you make music, always cater to women. Always.
Yeah.
Because once you get females liking your music and listening to your music, that's an automatic W. Because females will listen to your music in the car, they listen to it while they're getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when they putting on their makeup, you know, when they're going through a breakup, you know, just anything, you know, smoking, they have it playing in the background or before they go to sleep or whatever, they have it playing. And then now with guys, oh, my shorty like this, I'm gonna listen to this too.
Yeah, all right.
Or if you trying to impress a girl, you know, you picking her up, you throwing some nice R&B music when she
Like
get in
first
the car.
date, you
Oh,
gotta have
like
a playlist
this?
ready. You know?
Yeah, I've been listening to this, da-da-da, you know, like such and such, you know. So that's why I say like Aaliyah and Georgia Smith, you know, like
Yeah.
you got to have a balance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can listen to some Sexy Red and Glorilla, but you know, I want to throw on some, you know, Georgia Smith, some Layla, you know, some type of balance. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I feel like music should be going. I feel like the industry is just pushing too much of Sexy Red and Glorilla, and it's is a lot of Rap City because I love Rap City also.
Oh,
That's one of
Rhapsody?
my favorite. Hell yeah,
Shit, damn, I haven't heard that
Yeah.
name in a long time.
she's very dope. I listen to like Maya the Dawn also. I don't know if you know about
Oh, yeah,
Maya
yeah.
the Dawn.
She was
You
on
know,
a Double
dope
XL
ass-
freshman last
yeah,
year, right?
dope ass
Yeah.
shorty from Brooklyn. I also got a record with her coming too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that's where the balance come in. You know what I'm saying? So what was the question again? I kind of
I guess like, did you always know you wanted to?
yeah,
or I
of
guess well,
course I
you
always knew
answered
to-
that.
yeah,
yes,
of course.
Mhm.
And like listening to Lauryn Hill, she influenced me a
Okay.
lot to sing. You know
Oh,
what
yeah.
I'm saying? Mac Miller, because Mac Miller, he started out rapping.
Yeah,
Then
that's
when he
true.
came out with like circles and swimming,
Yeah.
you know, he got to the more singing,
Yeah.
smooth stuff. So I was like, all right, I could do this.
Hell yeah.
You know, yeah.
That's dope. That's really cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure because and honestly, I didn't really listen to it in order either. So that was another
that's
reason why I
cool.
kind of
That's
asked
cool.
it. But yeah,
I also wanted to come out with a R&B project.
oh shit.
But I don't know if homie gonna want to hear this. He probably not even gonna watch this anyway. Anyway, screw him. But I don't know if you guys know Rome Streets from Griselda.
Oh yeah.
So me and Rome Streets was on tour back in 2023. We did a Texas tour, Austin, Dallas, and I think San Antonio.
Hell yeah.
And I got cool with his manager. I'm not even gonna say his name. He don't even deserve his name to be said for real, honestly, because you know he's a real. Let me keep it calm.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. I was like, yo, I'm putting out an R&B album, you know, with some of my songs and stuff. He's like, R&B. He's like, who you think you are? He was like, nigga, you ain't put out an R&B album, man. You better, you know. So once you doubt me and tell me I can't do anything, that just
It's only
put
gonna
that
make you
back.
want to do
Yeah.
it more at the end of the day.
You know? And he was like, yo, you might as well just give me this record and sign with us, and we could push it. Because if you ain't signing with us, you ain't really gonna go nowhere much. I'm like,
Damn.
so okay,
He's
that's
getting
how
on
you
his high
feel?
horse. Yeah.
Yeah, you know. And I'm like, yo, nobody knows you. Everybody knows Rome Streets. Like, you only popping because of Rome Street. Rome
Damn.
Street been popping before you. Like, you know. So he was throwing shots at me, and I was throwing shots at him, and I was like, you know. So he also inspired the singing too. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like accidentally inspired.
Yeah.
That's cool though. That's cool. Well, not cool in that guy, but
When you have an idea for a new song, do you write before getting a beat together? Is writing that something that comes along with it?
I don't write. I don't write no more. I don't write at all.
just like freestyling.
Yeah, because I'm living every day. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? I'm living every day.
It's like
So
Lil Wayne
I'll
stuff.
get in the studio, or like remember, my producers, they always sending me beats every if not every day, every other day. So I could be in the car, you know, listening to some beats,
Mhm.
and I'll come up with a melody in my head, or you know, a hook in my head, and I'll just get in the studio and just knock it out within 5 to 10 minutes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because like, and I used to write for myself, but now I write for other artists. So it's like, I'm not just making music for me, because sometimes I might not even use a record. I might just pitch it to a label or pitch it to A&R, like, yo, see if you get this to an artist or whatever. Because I had a few songs that I wanted to get to Travis Scott, few songs that I wanted to get to, you know, certain people, Kehlani and stuff like that, Casanova. Because I helped Casanova make his first hit, Don't Run.
Oh no shit.
You know, he was in the studio. He never rapped a day in his life before. You know, he came in there, we knocked it out within 10 hours. 10 hours because of him. It could have been done within less time, you know, but when you got Henny and you got girls and such, you know, it kind of slows up the process.
Yeah.
Designer, Lil
cool.
Mama, just to name a few people that I've worked with
Hell
and
yeah,
stuff
man.
like that. So writing for me is very slim now.
So when did you stop writing?
Once I noticed I don't need to write no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I used to just go in the studio and Troy Ave used to be like, yo, just jump on this record. So I had no time to write. It was like,
Yeah.
you're an artist. You're supposed to, you know,
Okay.
know how to shit. If somebody tell you like, yo, rap, you're supposed to know how to spit on the spot, you know?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That like makes me think of like I mean, this might be a weird example, but like I remember Migos and like Lil Wayne, like hearing old interviews with them, they were like, yeah, like honestly, I didn't really have my sound until I just stopped writing.
Yeah.
And then they just got in the booth.
And then also like, I feel like when you write and you get in the studio, it feel like you reading.
yeah.
You know, I don't want to have that.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm reading off my phone or something, like I just want it to come out natural, organic, you know?
That's
Yeah.
dope.
So, what is E98 and is the main project and goal behind it?
E98 is my label.
Okay.
That's my block where I grew up
okay.
on East 98th Street. Um, it's gonna be more bigger than a label. I'm pretty much trying to like a corporation, like a production
Like
company.
collective.
Yeah.
Dope.
Oh, yeah.
So under that East 98 Music, we got Pope Visions, which is like the photography side.
Oh, cool.
Then we got Pope Playhouse, which is like where the lingerie and the models is. And then we got Plug Royalty, which is the clothing brand. Where my manager Bishop, he comes in and well, I don't have anything on Plug right now, but that's the one that supply all of the merch and stuff like that. So when I go on tour, if I drop a project or anything like that, you know, we have a collection of stuff
Hell yeah.
coming out. We want to get into movies and stuff because I do some acting a little bit too.
Oh,
I was
cool.
in a couple independent films, but I
Nice.
kind of like put that on the back, you know, to pursue the music like full time, 100%. So yeah, it's gonna be bigger than what it is now. You know, I'm thinking more to sign producers than artists.
Okay.
I don't want any artist to feel like, you know, they locked in or like they can't do any. You know,
Yeah.
as an artist, I feel like every artist should be independent. Me personally, and have creative control. So I don't want to have an artist locked into a deal, and when they feel like, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
So
they're
I'd rather
trapped.
sign a producer.
Yeah.
You know, like sign you, and you produce for other artists or you know such and such what you want to do. You know, yeah.
That's pretty cool. So like, I mean, that's really cool. I mean, you just said a lot of stuff. Is there
Yeah.
like movies and stuff like that where you were saying earlier? Is that something where you'd want to pursue eventually? Maybe like have more
Yeah,
of a
because I don't want to be
precedence?
rapping when I'm like 40, 50 years old. You know, like I feel like
Yeah.
growing up, they used to say music is a young man's game, but I feel that's a lot.
Mhm.
And I got to notice that once I really got my foot in the door, because the reason why they say is a young man's game because it's easy to manipulate you.
That's,
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I feel like, you know, the industry go for young talent because
yeah.
you know you're not gonna want to read the contract when they offer you $100K, you know, up
Jeez.
front for advance or $500K up from in advance, you know, because you might get a contract and it got 10 pages, 20 pages, and you hiring a lawyer that probably works for that label, you know, so you might have to hire a lawyer for that lawyer because he might be, you know, getting you. You know what I'm saying? And then you got a contract with 5 to 10 pages you ain't even trying to read through, but it might be a word in there like paternity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you skimming through that because you seeing the dollar signs, the numbers, and you not noticing that, oh, it got a 33.9 interest rate on that. You know what I'm saying?
thing
Yeah.
or that other.
You know,
Yeah.
but you looking at that 100K, you know, and that 100K is supposed to be going for production and, you know, such and such, but you spending it on jewelry, you spending it on clothes, you spending it on cars and women and stuff like that, not knowing this is to you know, promote the
Yeah.
project and get it back to the
The
label.
reimbursement later.
You
and
know,
stuff.
so yeah, all of that. What was the question again?
Like with since you said like you obviously don't want to be like rapping like forever, right? Like
yeah, I
if-
don't want to be rapping forever, man. I want to, you know, create my
Like
family.
movies?
Yeah, create my family, movies also. Cause there's so much, you know, avenues and so much doors within this music thing, you know, that you could open and stuff like that. You know, I've been meeting a lot of people who wanted me to get into the fashion scene. You know, like, yo, I like your face structure. You know, such and such. You know, can we take headshots? Yo,
Yeah.
I love you for my book, such and such. So, you know, just so much. You know, music is just the start.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. To kind of bounce on top of that, do you work a lot collaboratively, like in the studio, or is there times where you just kind of record by yourself, or do you like to have people around you?
So see, the
motivate
thing with
you?
me is like, I don't really like the whole party in the studio kind of thing. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like studio is for you to just get the job done and get out of it.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? There's a time and place for, you know, all of that partying and fun. You know, it's where the shows come in, the meet and greets.
Yeah.
You know, the listening parties and stuff. When I'm in the studio, it's just the work. Like me and my boy Jav in there and my engineer. There's no females, no homies, no groupies, no none of that. We come in there, we paying for studio time, we got beats, we knocking these joints out and we getting out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Because sometimes I like to go to the studio late at night
Okay.
when everybody's sleeping, nobody ain't blowing up my phone, and I got time to just really create. You know what I'm saying?
Just focus.
I might be in the studio from 10 to 10.
Yeah.
You know, 12
Shit,
hours type
that's
shit.
dope.
You know, or maybe from like 2 to 6. You know, just them late night hours. You know, because I feel that's when my mind really,
Yeah.
yeah,
A lot of people too, like they don't realize, especially people out here, because there's only, I mean, there's a bunch of studios here, but like the ones that like a lot of big hip hop artists like to come out to, they'll be in the studio at like 2 a.m.
yeah, for sure.
That's when they get here usually.
Yeah.
And, people also don't like to realize, or people don't realize how much money it costs to rent a studio too, which is a whole
like,
other thing.
That's another thing too. Like, I don't just go to the studio and book, 1-2 hour sessions. We locking that shit out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because my whole thing, I could knock out an EP or a project within a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? Throwing some beats and come naturally. Because the more you do something, it becomes natural. It's like, say for example, like Steph Curry. He must have been practicing that 3-point shot from a kid. So now it's like he could shoot from anywhere in the court. He could turn his back and,
Yeah.
is water. You know what I'm saying? So once you do something and you practice something so much, it becomes natural. You know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to go with that, what are some of the things that motivate you to make new songs, and how does it translate to your music?
Traveling, and like just meeting people, hearing people's story, traveling, smoking weed. Cause I feel like when I smoke weed, it just opens up my mind. You know what I'm saying? My third eye and stuff like that. And it's just like I feel like whatever music is lacking, I try to present that. I try to,
one of the first things
motivates me.
One of the first things I noticed about you is that you've been to a lot of places. Like just from your Instagram, I was like, oh damn,
and some of them is not even on my Instagram. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, bro, I'm from Brownsville, Brooklyn, man. A lot of people from there ain't really been on the plane. A lot of people from there never even stepped outside of New York. You know what I'm saying? So I just like once I started to get a little money for myself, I was like, yo, I'm going here. I'm going there.
Yeah.
Cause like when people ask me like, yo, where you gonna go next? I'm like, yo, I wanna go Russia. They was like, Russia? What the fuck you going to Russia for? I'm like, bro, I mean,
fuck it.
I wanna go Russia.
Yeah.
Like I wanna go Thailand. I wanna go, oh, yo, what you going to Africa for? Bro, it's Africa. Like, yo, what I seen on TV. I'm like, what you see on TV is different from what you see in reality. You know what I'm saying? TV is called it's called TV for a reason. It's telling lies to your vision and it's programming you, to think a certain way.
That's facts there, straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, like, get up off of your phone, get up off of this TV, see what the world got to offer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still the real world out there. You know what I'm saying?
Could you like probably count on both hands how many places you've been to?
Nah, I would probably have to have like, all you guys would have to help me. Yeah, because I've lived in DR for a year.
Okay.
And when I was living in DR, I lived in different parts of DR, not just like one part. Okay. I lived in like Santo Domingo, Boca Chica, Punta Cana. When I was in Africa, I was in Johannesburg, Cape Town, Pretoria. Went to Mexico, Cancun, Tulum, East Muleles. I think that's how you say it. East Muleles. Cabo. When I went Antigua. Antigua is another place I'm always going. I went to Antigua 3 times in 1 year, actually.
Oh damn.
Yeah, in a span of like 4 months. Barbados, Dominica. I've been all over the place, man. And there's just so much to see and so much, to learn.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Which bar that you've written would you say is a good representation of your lyrical style?
That's a good question. Sheesh. I don't know. What's so funny? I can't really remember my music. Because I got so much music, and like
do you have to like hear it start?
Is there
for you to, like,
reason why? Because all right, what's old to me is gonna be new to you guys. Like I'll make music, and some will be sitting on my phone, on my laptop, on the hard drive, maybe for like 2 or 3 years before I actually put it out.
Before you drop it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when it comes to music too, like I don't just put out music, because like when you put it out, it's like you just throwing it away. You gotta have like a whole marketing and promotion plan, so it could get out to the masses properly.
Yeah.
So I can't really say, bro.
Like a favorite bar you've written? No. Well, I guess fair enough too, because you said you stopped writing as well, so you're just free flowing it into the booth.
Has there been a song then that you've had?
Favorite song.
Joy in creating, or that?
Oh yeah. I feel like any of the R&B songs that I make, like Heart Froze, You Said Is Love, Make You Smile, because like I don't know, it's like I'm catering to the women, bro. Like I just love to make women happy. You know what I'm saying? Like just to see them, repeating your songs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even at shows, like when I perform, just to hear like people sing word for word, I'm like, damn, like people really be listening to my music, yo. Like
That's awesome.
these stats on these platforms is actually real. Like, yo,
Yeah.
word, So favorite song that I would say gotta be like Make You Smile. Reason why, because it's one of my most recent, and the artist that's featured on it, Billy B, shout out to her. I always wanted to work with her since like when I first started making music, because she's from Brooklyn also.
Mm.
And she had got hot off of the Lola Brooke record that she was on, Don't Play With
Cool.
It. And when I was buzzing, it was all over South Africa too. When I was in South Africa, and people was like, "Yo, this song is fire." Da da da. And I had told my producer, who had produced the record, I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get this girl on this record." And he was like, "How? Like she's blowing up." I'm like, "How?" I'm like, "Bro, like don't worry about it. Don't worry about it." And then a couple months later, he was like, "Yo, you got her on the record." I was like, "I told you." I was
Hell
like,
yeah.
So that was one, like Make You Smile got to be like one of my favorite records that I had the most joy of making.
Hell yeah. That's cool too. Like, I didn't even think about this, but like, you know how like, I don't know if depending on like what distributor you use to get your music on the platforms.
Yeah.
Like with podcasts, we use this thing called Buzzsprout, which it's kind of like
I know about
DistroKid.
Buzzsprout.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
facts.
So like when it gives you the stats, it'll be like 3 people in the UK listen to you or whatever, and I'm like,
Yeah.
who the fuck? We don't know anyone in the UK, but like you
But
actually
that's
have
the power of the internet, though.
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
Because, well, I feel that's the pro side of the music when it comes to streaming and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Compared to CDs and vinyls, because back then it was very hard to get your music internationally.
Yeah.
You know, and now like you could just put a song on the internet and it could just reach Dubai or like somewhere in India or like Saudi Arabia or somewhere faster than ever.
yeah.
That's facts.
So
And you've also like been so many places, so you probably like know people too, and like all these
yeah,
different
all right. So that's the
countries.
thing too. Like that's the thing about traveling. Like I like to travel by myself. I always travel by myself. So I feel like when I travel myself it's better because you don't got nobody holding you back. You don't got nobody telling you, oh, I can't do this or do that, whatever.
Mhm.
And you meet people. In Mexico, when I go to Mexico, I already got a guy that I called. Yo, Carlos, I'm coming out there. He was like, oh, where you want to stay? Tulum, Tulum, Cancun, da da da. I got a few spots. He's sending me whatever spots he got. Boom, I'm there. So even same with DR. I go to DR, Africa, I know people, such and such. It's always good to know people.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't even got to run an Airbnb. I don't even got to rent. Yo, you can stay by my crib. You could, crash by my crib.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool. Sometimes I just travel with just a backpack. I don't know if you guys remember when Kanye used to just walk around with a backpack.
Yeah.
That was me. Like I'm staying in LA. I just go with my backpack. I don't even need suitcase, whatever. These guys got me taken care of. So that's the type of friends that that I make, that I could always count on, for certain things and stuff like that.
That's fucking sick,
Word.
dude.
That's dope.
Well, quickly, just getting back to the recordings, what's been the most memorable session you've had so far?
It's been a few. It got to be with Lil Mama, because when I met Lil Mama, it was like I knew her for a long time. Like she was just I didn't like she moved like she wasn't a celebrity.
Mhm.
We was in the studio and she was smoking with us. She was eating pizza. And it was an everyday thing because I used to intern at a studio before I like fully became an artist, so I could make
Okay.
money and just to have free studio time because I wasn't one of them fortunate kids that always had money to go to the studio.
Mhm.
So Lil Mama was like, "Oh, you could jump in my session. Just you could work with me." So it got to be a session with like Lil Mama maybe, or like maybe. Damn, I had a few good sessions. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, just probably like maybe like Lil Mama or something.
What is your favorite city to be in besides your hometown?
That was the one we were saving. I forgot we had that.
Sheesh. I don't know. I can't say a favorite. 'Cause I like everywhere. You know, I have fun everywhere.
Is there like a top 5, top 10?
All right, top 5. 5 gotta be like, what did I like most? DC is dope. I like DC.
Okay.
The party scene and everything out there in DC is dope. 4 gotta be Arizona, because I've been out here a few times and I love it. Like, I love Phoenix.
Damn.
And Phoenix showed me a lot of love too. Like, I don't know if you guys know about Respect the Underground. I did a lot of things with them guys. Icon Radio.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Late Night Chaos, K Gray, and them cats. Justice from
Yeah.
you know,
The AZ Hip Hop
AZ
Fest.
Hip Hop. Yeah, I did 2 festivals with them before already. Oh, matter of fact, you go back to the question with the studio session with So I did a studio session with Young Hayes and Z Lou.
Oh, hell yeah.
I did. This was maybe what, in 2020. I actually got some footage on my phone from that. It had to be like 2 a.m, and I pulled up at their college dorm, and we were recording. Yeah, we were recording, and it was like, it was out the blue, because I came out here to do some shipment and stuff. You know, I was shipping out some stuff, and I was like, yo, I got my boys out here. Let me hit them up, and it was like, yo, come through to the crib or whatever and record. But I never heard them records after like we recorded. I don't know what they did with it.
Oh, fuck.
But that was one of my favorite sessions too, because it was just like, it was so organic, you know. But back to the favorite cities. New York, of course, but I like Philly. Philly's cool,
Yeah.
and the Bay.
Yes.
The Bay. Yeah, San Francisco is like,
Hell yeah.
yo, the parties out in San Fran. Oh man, the hyphy movement and everything like that is different. Yeah, yeah. I would say that.
Nice.
Those 5 right there.
Damn. That's like a bucket list for me, is to go to like just spend a weekend in the Bay.
Yeah, the Bay is dope, bro. Like the weed, the people,
Yeah.
the bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge and stuff, the whole scenery over there, it's dope. I like that out there. Yeah. What?
Is that it for you guys?
Bet.
So that concludes our segment of the interview. Before we get to our fan questions for you, we do specialize in one thing at 808s and Cold Takes, and that is really bad music opinions.
Okay.
So, Kev the Pope, what would you
good?
say is your coldest take?
Damn. Give me an example.
Like, could be like if you have like a guilty pleasure, or if you like have
An opinion of music that
like an opinion that is like unpopular.
Yeah.
I don't know. For real, I don't know. I like this question though. I really like this question.
Some people get really offensive with it, and some people just like play it really safe.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who like went all out with it.
Oh.
What was one of like the coldest takes you guys was like, oh, that's cold. That's like,
I hate like Yeezus by Kanye. I do not like that album, but like everyone loves that album, and I'm like, ugh, like that's my least favorite Kanye album. That's just
What?
me though.
nah, Yeezus is yeah, Yeezus is one of them projects, bro. Like, for real. All right, a cold take for me is I don't know, cause I don't want to seem like a hater.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
for real. I don't want to seem
Fair
like
enough,
a hater
fair enough.
because I'm getting a little older, you know, and I don't want the YNs to be like, yo, you know, he's such a hater, such and such, you know. So I don't know. Cold take.
We do
All right,
not
so
have
boom.
anything against the past.
Anything. All right, this is a cold take. I don't know.
Okay.
A lot of people may not agree with this, but no shot to anybody. But I feel like after Die Lit, anything after that was trash from Playboi Carti.
Okay. I was so 50-50 on a whole lot of Red. Like I liked some of
Yeah.
it, and then the other
Yeah.
half I was like,
Yeah.
this is just boring. But the ones that I liked, I really liked.
Yeah, I
like Die Lit more,
don't
though.
like the new Vampire and
stuff.
Cardi. I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know, I like the old Cardi.
You fuck with Die Lit too, don't you? Isn't that like your favorite
Yeah,
one?
I'm gonna have to agree.
Yeah,
with you on that.
Dalit is fire, bro. Like I
Yeah.
still play that in my car till now. You know, like
Poke
Yeah.
It Out beat is crazy.
Yeah,
From
hell
Nicki
yeah.
Minaj. I love that song.
yeah, I feel like he should have put that as a single.
Yeah.
You know, that would have been going crazy on TikTok.
Woke up like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, woke up
that's
like
before
this,
that.
Magnolia. Like,
Dude,
come on,
oh,
bro.
goodness,
That
come on.
that project was fire,
Yeah.
for real.
I thought he was from New York too when Magnolia came
Well,
out. But I think he's from
he
Atlanta.
grew up
He's
in
from
New York. He's from
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but at the time when he met Rocky and stuff, he was in New York.
That's
he was working
right.
at I think H&M or somewhere.
Og stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
Shout out to Og and Playboy Cardi.
Yes, sir.
All right. First fan question is from RGMT101, and that is, what inspired you to do music?
My parents and my siblings, you know, just growing up in a household full of music. Like I was just different genres, you know. Yeah.
Like all the different, like the reggae and the
Of course.
hip hop and stuff, and R&B.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Who you said was that? I think I know that person. I might know that person.
RGMT101. We'll put
Who's
their.
that?
We
Who's
go.
that?
We always put people's ats on the screens. But
This might be my guy Reem. That might be Reem. If I could remember the Instagram. That's an Instagram, right?
yeah, these are
Yeah,
Instagram
yeah.
handles. Yeah.
Okay.
Next question is from @_JOBI Joby. Top 5 artists.
Top 5. Do it have to be in order?
Nah, whatever you prefer.
Yeah.
Top 5. All right, so we got Tupac, we got Lupe Fiasco, we got Mac Miller, of course. Gotta throw Mac Miller in there. Rest in peace. Kanye West, aka Ye. And it gotta be like, yo, I'm putting Layla in there, man. I feel like Layla got a bright future in the game. You know what I'm saying?
She's super
She's
talented.
super dope. Yes. And then not only does she sing, she produce her own music.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about she's dope on the production side, bro. Like super dope.
Yeah, when we went to go see her, like the second half of the performance, she was just like making beats on the spot.
Yeah,
Oh
bro.
yeah, she had
and like
the pad out.
yeah, and her sisters are musically inclined
Oh,
too.
shit.
Like her sisters are a DJ,
Damn.
you know, and producers also. Shout out to them, you know, and they brand Kiss Court. Yeah, Layla gotta be in my top 5, man. I love that girl, man. She's dope.
I liked her album a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to see what she puts out in the future.
Yeah, and also just to put a couple other artists out there, you know, to promote them. That's not in my top 5. There's an artist from South Africa. His name is Blackie.
Okay.
He signed to Def Jam. He was just on tour with J. Cole in Dreamville.
Oh shit.
He's on to come up. There's another artist from South Africa named Nasty C. I don't know if
Okay.
you guys heard about him. He's dope too. Yeah, shout out those two. And my homeboy Jab, man. He's from New York, born and raised, Flatbush artist. He's not in my top 5, but he's up there. He's
Oh,
one of
yeah.
my favorite lyricists of all time, for real.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So this is from @_Joby. Artists that influenced you.
Of course, Sean P, Troy Ave, you know, cause he took me in at first. Who else? Kanye, bro. Like, I feel like till this day, no matter what Kanye do, you know, cause he may be on a little offside some days, sometimes or whatever, but I could always put on his music. You know,
Yeah,
if it's not Graduation, if it's not Late Registration, Yeezus, 808 and Heartbreaks, you know, either one of the Donda projects, like it's something on it, you know, that would,
Yeah.
you know, get me going for the day. You know what I'm saying? It could be like Spaceship, you know, I like On Sight. What was that on Yeezus?
On Yeezus?
Yeah, On Sight.
You know, that
like,
one actually had a cool beat. I actually
Yeah.
thought that one had a cool beat.
You know, and like you get so much diversity within his music. You
That's
know?
true.
Like, he's not just limited to just making one thing, you know? Yeah, and the production side is just like fire with Kanye, you know?
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. This is the very last fan question we
Okay.
got from Nostalgia. What's your favorite song you've ever released? Which we actually I just realized we talked about that already. But if you have any
What
more,
was the at name?
it starts with, or he spelled it with a K, but it's Nostalgia.
Oh, shout out to who's that? Shout out to DJ Nick.
Okay.
So that's fire. Shout out to DJ Nick. This is my guy. So quick. I'm gonna answer your question, but shout out to
Oh, yeah,
Nick
no.
because so it was this bar that was shutting down in Brooklyn, Bushwick, Brooklyn, and I randomly walked in the bar because I was looking for a venue to do a show called Kev the Pope and Friends, and it was this Brazilian bartender there, and she was like, oh we're gonna close. I don't think we're gonna keep it open. I'm like, nah, I can help you keep your spot open. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm an artist and I could sell this place out. Like I could have like 200, 300 people in here and we could sell the tickets for like $20. You could make all of the money from the bar you could keep and your spot to be open within like a month. Keep it open. So she's like, all right, cool, let's do it. So I set up the show and everything and I didn't have a DJ. I had hit up Nick and Nick was like, yo, I'll do the whole show for $60. I was like, really? That's like the cheapest I ever heard a DJ ever hit me for. I was like, yo, here's 160 just because you said 60. And Nick rocked the spot. I'm talking about from opening set to closing set. Nick had the crowd just lit.
Hell yeah.
So shout out to Nick.
Shit.
But to answer the question, you said what's my favorite?
Favorite. He said, "What's your favorite song you've ever released?"
Anything is possible. Reason why, because I was like I was at my lowest at that time. And that's when I was still writing too. I think I still have the notes of me writing that song. I was down at the time. I'm talking about like financially, depressed, all of that, and that song came out so natural when I put it out. I got a lot of good feedback from that.
Oh yeah.
Not numbers wise, but as far as like,
Yeah, like just support.
Yeah.
That's sick, man.
Well,
Damn. Shout out to all the people that ask fan questions.
fact, shout out to you guys.
I have one extra question.
Okay.
You say you smoke. Would
Yeah.
you like to smoke more, tree or wax?
Trees, bro.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
that.
I felt
Yeah.
that.
I kind of slowed down with the smoking now though, cause
What you use? Wraps or
yeah, frontal and paper. I'm a frontal and paper kind of guy,
Yeah.
but the papers got to be specifically Bob Marley organic papers.
Damn.
Yeah. I used to smoke a lot of weed, like as far as like an ounce a day. But I kind of
I was there with you.
yeah, but I cut it down to like an eighth a day. Because I got a a lady I'm dealing with now, so I kind of want to
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
fully focused and aware of like what's going on and not just high all the time and so yeah.
Fair enough. Well, everybody, that concludes our interview with Kev the Pope today.
Appreciate it.
Before we sign out, be sure to follow our Instagram for updates, our TikTok, YouTube, and our Apple Podcasts and Spotify for our audio podcasts. Before we take off here, Kev the Pope, do you have any last words or anything you want to plug before we end off?
Bro, like yeah, I got something to say. They can't control you, like no matter what box they try to put you in or what people try to say about you, like everybody's experience is not going to be your experience. Never compare yourself to others or never think like it's over because you reach, you feel like you reach your peak or you reach a certain age or whatever. Like there's no age limit to being successful. You know what I'm saying? And don't think like having money is being successful. You could be successful at just anything, because keep it 100. Like a lot of people in the music industry, they got more fame than they got money. You know what I'm saying? And people really just be so delusional thinking like, oh, because they got all these chains and such that they got money. A lot of these people are broke. It's just the label funding them, and the label making sure that their investment is looking good so they could continue bringing in that money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I like to stay independent too, because I feel like people could really see the real stuff from an independent artist. Like,
And you
so-
get to keep your masters,
yeah, I get to keep my masters, and that's the key.
publishing.
That's my publishing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like being an independent artist and not signed, people think, oh, he ain't really making no money because he ain't around. So, man, my publishing checks be looking crispy, bro.
That's awesome.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's good.
Hell yeah. I still make money off of records that I wrote in 2016, 2017, 2018.
That's fucking
know,
sick,
Dude,
dude.
that's respect.
Yeah.
Respect.
Like I could like I'm so I don't like to get comfortable, but I feel like I'm so comfortable with the music is like I don't gotta put out music for a year or two and I'm still getting money from it.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But artists, they gotta drop maybe 2-3 albums in a year. Yo, we ain't even really heard the first one. Why you just hit us with the second one? You just hit us with the third one? I didn't even know you put out a single to promote this one. Like, you know?
Labels will like shelf people too.
Yeah, labels
drop
are
it.
self. Yeah. You know, and then you got an artist who got 1 million or something followers, only selling 10K, only selling 5K, can't even sell a hard copy.
Yeah.
You know, it's all facade. You know what I'm saying? People buying followers, people buying this. Like, you know, you could all buy all of that. You know, we want the real organic stuff. Can you pull out 500? Can you pull out 1,000 people at a show? Can you pull out 1,500 people at a show? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your song is popping on the internet, but the streets bumping your music? You're draining people's cars.
Getting a show together too.
Getting a show
That's
together,
big one.
Like I put together 4 shows out here in Arizona and Now Theater. Like them people are my guys. Yo, anytime you guys, they hit me up.
So good people
at
up and
first
out.
I used to reach out to them. Now they're reaching out to me. Oh, do you want to do a show for the summer? I'm like, why not?
That's awesome.
You know, so yeah, bro. Don't let nobody control you. Don't let nobody box you in. You control your own destiny, and you know, yeah, that's what it is, bro. Like, don't let nobody box you in, bro.
Damn, bro. It's just been like spitting gems at us this whole fucking interview. Yeah. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you coming here today, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you guys.
I love the fuck out of you guys as well. Thank you for watching. Close.
Yo, only peace signs from now on. No more gang signs, man. We only peace signs, bro.
That's our thing.
Yeah.
To the people. Peace.
Peace.
Word.
That's a wrap.